I've started a new project. It's about effing time I started a new project. And that's what the show is. It's a show, it's a watch show. It's long form watch content. I guess it's a podcast, but it's kind of like a video podcast. It's with two mates. One chap called Andrew McCutcheon, who runs Time and Tide, and another chap called George Bamford, who makes watches. About Effing Time is essentially three guys who like watches, who live through watches, both passion and work, but don't always agree on things.
I think we interpreted this correctly, and I think you're just dead wrong.
And that's kind of how this came about. It's just three guys just talking watches. We've uploaded our first episode, which went live Sunday. It's going to be every 2 weeks, every other Sunday, there's going to be a new episode. If you want to check it out, then I'll put a little link. It's just youtube.com/abouteffingtime. And then the Instagram account is about.effing.time, because some plum had already got about effing time. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we are looking at the Michelin and Bamford collaboration. This is Michelin, as in Michelin tires and Michelin starred restaurants. It's an interesting collaboration because it's an industry brand, a very specific industry brand collaborating with a watch company. It isn't a car company, it's a car component brand collaborating with a watch company, which I think's quite interesting. This watch is the Michelin and Bamford B347 Pilot Sport. It's a carbon fiber case monopusher chronograph with an automatic movement inside. We have a carbon fiber, as I've already mentioned, a carbon fiber case. It's 41.5 millimeters wide. It's 14.5 millimeters thick. So it isn't the thinnest watch, but it also isn't overly thick, but it probably doesn't feel overly thick because of the black case. We have 22 millimeter lugs. It's water resistance down to 100 meters, and it's on a rubber strap. But we're going to look at the rubber strap in a minute. The movement inside is a monopusher chronograph movement with a date. It is the Sleater SW510. It beats at 28,800 beats per hour. It's got 27 joules, has 62 hours of power reserve. And for those who are unfamiliar with the monopusher design, essentially it's a normal chronograph that everything is done chronograph-wise through one pusher. So we have start, stop, and reset all through the one pusher. This is a limited edition collaboration between Michelin and Bamford. There's only 133 pieces of this, and to be fair, Bamford stuff doesn't hang around, so by the time I've recorded and edited this, it's probably all sold out, and there's probably been 10 other Bamford collaborations done anyway. The carbon fiber case is nice. I was concerned when I read that it was carbon fiber that it would feel light, but it has a steel case back and obviously a hefty chronograph steel movement inside. So there is weight to the watch. It doesn't feel like there's nothing there. There are a few little design Easter eggs within this watch. For example, the subdials, they are black and white, and this is a nod to tires of old that were white. Where the tachymeter is around the inner bezel, there's a checkered pattern. This is a nod to a checkered flag on a race circuit. For me, it's more of a nod to old school Vans. It kind of gives me a ska punk vibe, which I'd absolutely love. I really like the monotone design of the whole thing with the little touches of yellow, which then lead into the strap itself. And that's kind of the biggest Easter egg is the strap. So the strap is made from recycled tires. This is made from recycled Michelin Pilot Sport 5 prototype tires. And if you look closer at the strap, you can actually see a tread pattern, and that tread pattern is the actual tread pattern of the Pilot Sport 5 tires from Michelin, which I think is pretty cool. So that's the Michelin and Bamford B347 Pilot Sport. What do you think of this thing? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Check out the new podcast, About Effing Time. It's About Effing Time you tried out, the new podcast. I'll put a link in the description down below. The channel is just youtube.com/About Effing Time, or just search for it if you prefer not to watch and you want to listen. Just search whatever podcast app you use. It's About Effing Time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like the style of this video, hit the subscribe button down there and that little bell icon so you get notifications when I drop a new video. If you're on Instagram, give me a follow at Bark&Jack, and give the podcast a follow, about.effing.time. I've got to go pack for London. There's a big announcement happening, and I'm going to capture it. See you soon.